All right, cannabis and alternative therapies, specifically plant-based therapies. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Craig McKee, Air Force veteran, obviously a 29-year journalist as well, focusing on veteran topics and issues, joined by Randy Sobel with Weedworks Consulting and Ro Gonzalez, of course, with Valor's Veterans Community, Army vet as well.
Marine.
Marine Corps.
Marines.
Marines. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Can't believe I misplaced that. I'm sorry. Sorry for all the Marines out there. Let's talk about plant-based therapy. Specifically, you have an event coming up called Operation Green Wellness.
Correct.
Kind of speaks for itself with the word green in there. But there's more. There's more to this. What is Operation Green Wellness?
Operation Green Wellness is a mission to educate veterans on plant medicine. Last fall, this gentleman right here, Ro Gonzalez, came to Robbie and I, my husband and business partner with Weedworks, and said that cannabis saved his life. Will you help me help educate veterans around Arizona? So we put together our first stand down last fall where we wanted veterans to come and learn about real life experiences from other veterans that have used cannabis and other plant-based medicines to heal themselves. So Rob and I did our cannabis education. We had a ex-police officer, Bill Meeks from Tucson. He came and he was an incredible speaker. He's now a cannabis coach, and his journey really spoke to a lot of the veterans. We had a panel of guest experts, and we had a variety of different brands that came along so that the veterans can speak to the people that make their medicine. And we learned a lot from that event that we did last fall. So we are doing our second one Saturday, July 25th at El Zariba Shrine Auditorium in Phoenix to once again bring that plant medicine education to the community.
And when we talk about, because the focus on this is educating,
Correct.
educating the veteran community about the potential for alternative therapies that can go along with your traditional. And that's why it's important. We'll get into talking to your VA doctor and stuff if you do give
Sure.
VA care. For you, Ro, the journey into this, did you have hesitation at first before you started learning more about it? What was kind of that hurdle for you?
Well,
And how
my
does how does this help you?
my experience with it was I was going through a lot of personal issues. I was struggling, and I can't remember how I came across Bake Bros, but I came across them. But I found out that they were founded by a Navy and an Army veteran, and that's what gave me the trust to let me see what they're about. So of course I do all the internet search, see what they're about and stuff like that. Send them an email, and they actually invited me out to their facility. And I got to go sit down with them, talk to them, and I was telling them what I was going through. And they pretty much told me that these are our products that we have, and they're specifically made for veterans, especially for what they're going through, whether it's PTSD, PTS, TBI, sleep apnea, pain, anything and everything you can think of.
Right.
So, they gave me some samples. I took them home. I tried them. I mean, the first time I tried them, it's a long story, but the funniest story I have to tell you that off camera and stuff. But pretty much, never take more than the daily recommended allowance and
Right.
stuff, because you'll find out about why you don't want to take that many and stuff. But as I got TBI, as I got migraines and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
depending on which one I take, they're color coded as well, which makes it super easy.
Mm-hmm.
And each color code stands for a certain symptom that you have.
Sure.
So starting taking that and following the recommendation dosage and stuff like that, I noticed that instead of taking 15 prescription drugs from the VA, which like for my TBI, I had one, but I would take two or three for the side effects, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. You're taking one medication that's supposed to cure the problem and take care of it, and then you get two more that have to deal with all the
The
side
side
effects.
effects.
Yeah,
When
so at one point I was up to like 12, 15 prescriptions.
when we talk about an event like this, people hear again. This is all about education, right?
Yes.
And learning. But somebody hears about this thing. Oh, it's a cannabis event. All right, you're just going to go through and recreational pot, and you're just going to smoke pot, and that's it. It's not about that. Kind of explain for those who aren't familiar with this, which will obviously be part of this, how how there's a lot of science that goes into this.
Yes.
How do you take that concept of this? These are just rolled blunts and people are smoking to no, these are scientific formulas and plants are grown a certain way. Like that's kind of a difficult concept, I think, for a lot of people to grasp. And how then that helps benefit certain
Translates.
things. Yeah.
So we educate not from the science perspective and from the doctor's perspective, but from a human perspective as to how it works for the variety of ailments that people have. Okay. We base our product recommendations on the science and the research and what the medical documentation is.
Right.
But for someone that's trying to navigate, like for Ro, to get off of those prescriptions and understand how it works in the body, educating from that perspective where you're just explaining how this is a great option to help you sleep and why what's in this medicine will help you versus breaking it down with research and science. We have that and we do provide that education for those people that want it, but you have to explain it to people kind of like when we were growing up in high school and there was all the, for dummies, educating for dummies.
Sure.
It's breaking it down to simplify it like Cliff Notes so that people can really understand how the cannabis can work as medicine. When it comes to veterans, though, what we also learned last November, it's not a one size fits all, especially for the veteran community, because ketamine might have been involved in their treatment and then cannabis is their maintenance. Ayahuasca weekend retreats like our friend Ulysses that you introduced us to, who founded the Aya Mission, and he is the executive director. And it might be psilocybin that someone needed to get to that
Which
next.
is a study going on in Scottsdale that I've covered
Yep.
about psilocybin, investigative scientific work now looking into that. And the VA has signed off and the DOD and everyone's starting to sign off on these treatments. Not
Yes.
as of right now, the VA cannot prescribe or recommend cannabis, medical
Correct.
marijuana, all of these treatments right now. It's still illegal in their eyes, technically.
It's still.
But when you talk about, I guess, the care, like, you let your doctors at the VA know that you're going through this as kind of a sideline, kind of an add-on to the treatment that you're getting. You haven't.
No, just because I brought it up a couple times, and some of them will can't speak about it for whatever reason,
Right.
and some can. So it just depends on who your doctor is.
I know the
and how
VA recommends that you tell them, that way they can.
Correct. And we recommend that you let your physicians know, even
Sure.
if they can't talk to you, because there can be interactions between the medications that you're taking and cannabis. You have to understand how it works in your body. You can do both at the same time, but you have to know how to separate your medications to do it safely and responsibly.
The event that's taking place on Saturday, I assume there'll be booths and informational leaflets and things for that. But you're
Correct.
going to have different discussions as well. Kind of walk me through, if I go to this event, what am I going to see? What can I take advantage of that might help dispel some of the misinformation that might be in my head?
Absolutely. So Rob and I with Weedworks are going to do our Cannabis 1.0 education. That's how we're going to start the expo off, so that we can really get that education, explain about getting over the stigma, explain about how cannabis basically works in your body, the different parts of the cannabis plant. Also breaking it down to understand what it means to walk into a dispensary, which is why we're doing the dispensary tour after, which I'll get to in a bit. But after we do our education, we'll take a break, and we have a variety of incredible brands, the people that are making the medicine. We want each veteran to go and see each brand. We have our friends at Supernormal and our friends at Copper State. Supernormal is supplying a food truck for us so that we don't have to worry about anyone getting hungry. They can stay, have a
Right.
bite. And we have Copper State Farms and Soulflower. They are sponsoring a bus. We called it the Cannabis. So after the event, everyone can jump on the bus that wants to and go over to Soulflower in Tempe and do a guided tour with Weedworks and anyone else that wants to be there to learn about product recommendations and what it means to go through the dispensary. Bill Meeks will also be there. He's going to be speaking about his experiences.
Again, a former police officer.
Yep, he is.
Right.
He is.
And what does he add to the discussion?
So Bill's journey is he got into a bad car accident while on duty and really messed his back up pretty good. And after about 20 years and a lot of misdiagnoses, he couldn't take the pain anymore and he retired. And when he retired, he got his first prescription to narcotics. And 8 years later, Bill was addicted to those narcotics. And his kids came from Washington and said, Dad, you can't keep doing this. Something has to change. And Bill's a very, very intelligent guy. So they dared him to research medical cannabis. Right. And the more he researched, the more he realized it was his own personal biases against it. He's Mormon, he's a police officer. He just always thought cannabis was bad.
And when you talk about, we know in the VA community and the veteran community, it's been an issue. It's been an issue everywhere, obviously, but in the veteran community, the opioid addiction, for the longest time, VA had a bad rap of like, oh, here's a prescription, just cure PTSD or TBI, whatever you're dealing with, just here. Those stories have calmed down as the VA is learning different ways to treat. And again, to that point of, they realized also not every veteran is the same. It's not a cookie cutter process for treatment. And I've showcased those stories as well. So why is it so important then from a veteran standpoint to bring veterans together at an event like this when it comes to education and information on topics like this?
Because like I say, the some of the forums that are on social media and stuff like that, as soon as they hear cannabis or anything associated with marijuana, anything like that, it's like it's a smoking event and stuff like that. Where, I've come across veterans that will tell me, oh, I just smoke weed and this and that, and then they wonder why they can't hold a job because they're smoking recreational marijuana, which has both THC and CBD in there, and they can't hold a job because they go take a urine test and they pop. So if you educate yourself, you can still use medical cannabis as an alternative, be able to function, because a lot of them say they go to work, they're high. Let's be honest.
Right.
They're high and they wonder why they can't function correctly. And it's like, that's why you need to get educated, because you can still function at work with the correct dosage of cannabis that you need for your symptoms. And that's what really got me going on trying to educate as many veterans as possible and letting them know that there's alternatives to not just take those prescriptions you get at the VA, because let's be honest, some of them work, some of them don't. Some veterans have been taking prescriptions for the last 15, 20 years and it hasn't done anything for them. Right. But as soon as they realize, or they go get a recommendation or go somewhere to find out that, oh, well, if I start taking this medical cannabis, they notice the difference. Right. And how they can function, go to work and not worry about themselves getting in trouble or anything like that. So,
but we do want to specify, obviously, speak to your doctor. Don't just come off medications.
Correct.
To start.
Correct.
This is a journey and something
You
that
need to understand.
Your medical professionals.
Yeah, it's not a self.
Has to
It's
be
not
involved.
a self.
No, but it's super important to go off of what Ro just said. Yeah. We've talked to a lot of people and a lot of veterans and young veterans also. That's really what's affecting me a lot lately. And they will suffer throughout the day. They won't be high. They will just be suffering, whether it's their PTSD, whether it's insomnia, whether it's pain, sleep deprived, all those different things. And then they go home and they smoke way too much. Right. So we've talked to a lot of different veterans and we've given them alternatives that are not psychoactive. If they just add CBD, which is very therapeutic and anti-inflammatory in and of itself. Ro does a Coffee Connections once a month networking meeting, and a young veteran who came to one of our education sessions came up to Rob and I and thanked us, and this was at the last one. And that was because he just made some minor tweaks. He learned what products he can use. He could take medicine at nighttime instead of suffering throughout the day and function a lot better and learn the right choices. So
and again, you talk about being high. It is learning about the THC, CBD, the different levels. And I've been to some of these shops before to visit and educate myself. Just to your point, like you take this tour and you go see what it's like to go into one of these dispensaries.
Sure.
And I've been in there, and it's almost like going into a jewelry store with the showcases and everything they had. But I was amazed at how many different levels, and from the science part of my brain starts exploding a little bit, where I'm like, okay, so that has no THC, but that has CBD, and this has this element, and I was just like overwhelmed with what was in front of me and how broad it was compared to, again, that bias of this is just I guess it's a far cry from the blunt,
Yes.
Correct. Just
Correct.
the joint.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the joint.
Right.
The recreational view that everybody's had
Correct,
that,
yeah.
you're not smart and you're not productive
Right.
is not true.
So if you have these questions rambling around in your head, you've wanted to seek out this information, this is an event that you can go to, Operation Green Wellness. If you can't make this event in person, before I get to that, for those who can attend, you have veterans that can attend. What about spouses? What about caregivers?
All the above.
For veterans, it's open.
It is. Yeah,
They
go ahead.
they're all more than welcome to come out.
Okay.
You
Because
know,
spouses are along this journey as well, and caregivers and family members are all part of
I've
the
gotten
veterans journey.
emails from some spouses specifically asking for help for themselves and for their significant others or family members wanting to come. We've had ones reach out that can't make it, which is why we are doing the live stream. Again, learning a lot from our last event. And there was a woman that drove 3 hours to come see us at that event, thanks to your interview.
She heard our previous interview about this topic during your last event.
Correct.
To drive 3 hours, but you've figured out a way to curb that this time. So if somebody sees this and you're 3 hours away and you can't drive all the way to Phoenix for this, you can actually watch a stream of the event and the guest speakers and all of that.
Correct. OperationGreenWellness.com is the website. You can go there, you can register, you can get the link. We are also doing a watch party in Tucson at Rubens Lounge. The information will be on Operation Green Wellness there too. So if you're in Tucson, you're a veteran, love one, work with one, care for one, please, you can go to Rubens and you can be with that sense of community. That's something else that we're really trying to do is create that sense of community, show veterans that the cannabis community cares, and bring them into our world and, show them all the different resources. We're doing a lot with golf outings. I think I told you about that one. We're
Right.
doing another one in
Yeah.
December. Hopefully you can come out to that one.
We'll see.
And we've created a veteran village. So all these different veteran organizations that we're grateful to be a part of now that Roe has connected us to, we're going to invite everybody out so that everybody sees all the different resources.
And the DAV has also signed on in the sense that they're going to be sharing the link for that.
That
virtual.
is what we've talked to them about, that they are going to share that resource. And there's information on their website as well that talks about their connectivity into plant wellness. And really happy about that.
Also, as part of this, there are several panels, guest speakers, what have you, but veteran panels are part of this. Why is that so important to hear what each veteran is saying about this?
When Rob and I do our cannabis education, we show videos. And we were ending our presentation with a veteran's experience. And we thought it would be way more impactful to do that live. And again, thanks to Roe and our connections, we've met a few incredible human beings that are going to share their journeys and how plant medicine helped them through that journey. And they will be there at the auditorium live to answer any questions, do the Q&A, and share that personal story with everybody, which we think is super
And
important.
what I like about the panel is too, because those veterans that are looking to do a ayahuasca or go into more advanced treatment and stuff like that, is you have the opportunity to talk to a veteran that's gone through it, so they can give you an idea what to prepare for, what to expect, and stuff like that. Because going and doing it blind, just like any other thing, you don't know what to expect, and if you don't know what to expect, you have a horrible experience, and then what happens?
Right.
Just like going to the VA and you have a horrible experience. Next thing you know, you're going to be hooting and hollering about how horrible it is and stuff like that.
Right.
Next thing you know, the next veteran that could actually use that treatment is going to be like, no, I don't want to do it.
Right. It's about your brothers and sisters. I mean, you're sharing
Exactly.
your experience as a veteran with a fellow vet, saying, "Hey, it's okay. I've got you. Here's what you likely will go
Correct.
through, or what you likely will experience."
Exactly. And then we can provide resources for that. So if you want to try ketamine, you've never used that, we have resources. So you make sure you have licensed therapists, that you're doing it the right way for everything. That's why we exist. We want to connect the entire plant universe together and provide those resources. We also created a magazine, honorlinkmagazine.com. So all those resources will be available. So every veteran gets a free magazine when they come, and it will list all the different participating incredible brand supporters that we have, different resources for the veteran community, and it's digital and in print.
I'm excited for it just because the fact that, so many questions, so many people have reached out and asked, like when's the next one and stuff like that. So we want it to grow where it can be a national convention type deal, here in Phoenix and stuff. So we can get veterans from all across the country to either come out or do a live stream or whatever we got to do to help them so they don't have to suffer anymore.
We're getting reached out by a lot of people. We have a woman in Montana who owns a lounge, and she wants to talk to the local dispensary about doing a watch party there. So there's no reason we can't be like a pay-per-view fight, right? White label it and share the education all over the place.
Well, the good thing is, unlike a pay-per-view, this is a free event for you to be able to go to. Ro Gonzalez and Randy Sobel, thank you so much for just giving us a little bit of perspective information on what's going on here. OperationGreenWellness.com. You can head there for more information, obviously, to register and also to get that live stream link as well if you can't make the event in Phoenix. I've put all the information on abc15.com. By the way, if you ever have a veteran story, reach out, homefront at abc15.com.